Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game of the Max and part 7 of our Hearts of Iron for Kaiserreich, the nationalist military government of China, also known as the Right Kuomintang. So, in the last episode, we have started the reunification wars of China against the Qing Empire, the Shangzi, Hunan, and the Chinese United Front. With immense gains, not crazy gains, with immense gains in the last episode, we've managed to capitulate the League of the Southeast Provinces, Hunan. We are very close to knocking out the Qing government as of right now, and we're also pushing the Fang Tang government and their allies, the Japanese, out. The Russians declared war on the Japanese in the last episode, so now we finally have, hopefully, a somewhat naval confrontation with the Russians beating back the Japanese. They have naval invaded a little bit here, and we will put these troops that I've taken from Guangxi on the border because there's another naval invasion coming somewhere in this province. Hopefully, we'll be able to beat the United Front here pretty soon, and then move most of my army down into Korea and then border the country. So with that, let's start on up and try to hopefully see the end of this war. We have lost a crazy, this will be a crazy amount of equipment. This war has been incredibly costly. We'll actually start to stop the push. Did that not knock them out? No, they're 100%, so it should see their capitulation. Finally. Alright. We're taking all of Hunan, taking this territory, and of course we don't have the majority of the territories. Gonna have to sit here and fight for them for a while. I'm taking Mongolia. Take you, take you, take you. I'll keep fighting them for it. Might be able to take that. Alright, that's probably all we can take. Oh, nope. And there was, of course, no... Oh, and Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Eastern Shaanxi. I might be able to take all these territories. I might fight for it for a little bit. Alright, that's probably all we can take, which is fine. So we'll confirm an exit. There's all that Kunming growth, or growing renown. The Kunming's growing renown. With the recent demise of our strongest rival, most observers have shifted their attention to Zhu Pede and the NRA as the most likely candidate to unite China under their banner. Foreign embassies have begun the process of switching recognition from our predecessor to our government, and our foreign ministry is confident we will soon achieve widespread international recognition. Domestically, our legitimacy has been raised, which opens up our path to uniting the country. This is a precarious situation, of course, as the revolving door of Beiyang and Guangzhou leadership has shown. Being the strongest often makes one a target, not only from rival warlord cliques, but also for creditors who often seek repayment or payment for long past due loans of prior Chinese governments. It also attracts jealousy and ambition from within our own camp. As the unifying forces of external threats recede, Zhu Pede would be well advised to know our triumph is hardly assured. Still, victory is well within our reach. If we only would take it, then comes the hard part. We will be now who dare still stands in our way. We have been recognized as the most legitimate government in China. Perfect. Convoys. Alright, so let's figure this out. I want your forces. I want this. Alright. Your forces come here. Your forces go here. And begin the push to the end of Korea. Wait to integrate all of those. Create the Chinese United Front. I guess. I mean, I could. Okay. Well, with that. Take you. Spearhead you in the north. Alright, we'll try that. Should start seeing some troops will start moving forward. Start researching some dockyards or some ships. Oh, Chinese artillery designer. That for everybody now. Bulgaria wants a non-aggression pact. I'm gonna hold off on that. Not that I really carry the direction if we have one with them or not. Area defense. The coast. Forces, an additional 14. Guard thy border. Alright. Your forces. Fallback line to that's not really where I wanted it. Maybe. Try to stem the tide a little bit. Our troops are struggling. Get that ore, get resettled. You should start seeing them move up here in the north, though. You're at war with them, so I don't know why they're doing that. They're just opening up the fight to the Russians, but I'm okay with that. you on a little less aggressive because I need you all to start gaining some. Oh, the fate of Mongolia, that's right. Nah. There you go, Mongolia. You're back. Under social conservatives. Well, I wonder why not the council. Under Chinese rule. Probably have to do that. Mongolian KMT. Alright, there's a lot more green now. General was wounded. Oh, yeah. Bring you all up. Have you all fight here. And I should have enough planes for some fighters. Your forces have mostly gotten up here. Mechanized offensive. That said someone went to war with me and I was like, what? Got a lot more equipment. A small Japanese invasion there. Start pushing in the north. How much manpower do you have? Oh, okay. 87,000. That's even worse. Victory for the Dominion in India. We've got these Tibetan troops in the bottom and they're not doing as well as I was hoping they would. Oh, thank you, everybody. I'm actually going to probably throw myself into a huge deficit of everything to try to get some more from the Russians and from the Swedish. Please. Artillery, support equipment. Yeah, it's probably all I can get from anybody. Well, the U.S. might send me some stuff. Support equipment, artillery. Yep. cancel. A lot of equipment that we need. Yeah, see, they're attacking the Russians, but why would they do that? We can integrate all of these arsenals, which we will. Improve the mines. Excuse me. Trying to see. Maybe we'll have to stop our offensive for a little bit. Down here in the south. Up here in the north we seem to be doing fine. Hey Russia, can I get some convoys? 30. Hey Sweden, can I get some convoys? 30. You hate me. You hate me. Who doesn't hate me? Oh yeah, the US. Can I get some convoys? 30. I don't know if that's just what they're hard limited to. That might be. Yeah, now the Russians are attacking them and they're really losing ground. The only problem is the Russians might be like, oh, haha, it's my territory now. Artillery attack on forts or scavenger. Yeah, we'll put you as a scavenger. You guys are so useless. Alright, we've held for a little bit, trying to gain some of that equipment back. I could create the Chinese United Front. Taking the mantle. Who are you at war with? Oh, I can't offer to let them join. That's alright. Passive defense. Cryptology department. I do need to look. My planes are probably getting shredded. Oh, my fighters got absolutely shredded. Wasn't even worth throwing them out there for sure. And of course now we're in a huge deficit of everything. Building infrastructure right now. That should be okay. Mongolia is my puppet. And they stopped supporting me, which is fine. My defense general's wounded. Oh, they didn't get to take that land. Who's that? The Batavian commune. It's like that looks like the Dutch East Indies. He's wounded now. Hoping we start seeing the flight of the Japanese troops. Come on. MPs, because we're using a lot of MPs. Beijing just fell to us. Now they're starting to fall very fast and heavy. Really nothing I can do against the actual Empire of Japan. All I got's green water. Crush him. Might just allow the Marines might just allow the Allied troops to leave under his army, let them go back, so I'm not having to supply them as much. Sierra Leone, because I think our army is strong enough now to finish this. What are you doing? No. Loot back. There we go. Yes, we appreciate all that you have done. Are they trying to enable invade? I guess I can put you on guard. I know what you guys are gonna go do. Psychological warfare. And steal from Russia. Thank you, Russia. Shengshun is under threat. And they took Guangzhou. Absolutely useless. Break them there, take Hong Kong, and move up and wipe out Guangzhou's garrison. Broke Guangzhou's garrison beforehand. You all... can go home. Getting land reform. I don't know why it's being considered as Russian, but you without resistance. I'd say a large portion of my forces are green. That's where we've been fighting for so long. You have 8 in max planning. Wow. You're level 6. You're not doing too bad. 5, 5, 5, and 5. We split them. Tibet took all their units back. heavily damaged. Sorry, Tibet. I don't agree that Russia should get that much. Now, Transamere, they can have, because it's their claims. Unless I want to puppet Transamere. It really wouldn't make much sense for me to puppet Transamere, to be honest. Get my research done for Marines. Let's go finish up this pocket. Superiority. The Russians have to have millions of planes. Like, you have to. Not you. You guys. Yeah. We're at 100% stability, though. Very nice, very nice. There's another pocket of Japanese troops. Busan. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of Japanese losses right there. I don't know. India declared war on Burma. Yeah, this will be a big old destruction. Trying another big naval. Alright. Wow. What's that? Surprised the Russians haven't taken these 3 tiles yet. Just on repair right now. Improved submarine. I don't even think I have torpedoes researched. I don't. Strike, naval striking or trying to. Yep, you all go back to your military. Actually, you know what? Everybody holds. I thought they were gonna fill them with, like, send more troops in there, but they were trying to retreat. Production wise, Russia. I'm gonna offer you all docking rights, but you don't want it. Defense. We should have plenty enough troops for that. Maintenance companies. Defense. What are we low on? Nothing. Now we just need to knock out the Japanese, which will be much harder said than done. Unless the Russians can pull something off. I don't. Well. The Russians are carpet bombing. Good, good. Can build some more infrastructure. Got the region. Farm. Yeah, we can't do anything there. Especially the areas that have a lot of steel. I know I could be building a lot more military factories and everything like that, but we're going to need all of this anyway. Regulations Mongolia. Alright. And that should keep my gentleman busy. We can diversify our special forces, which we will. That allows me to either get Marines or we could do paratroopers. That's the same thing as the Navy, though. I don't have enough planes to do much of nothing. Marines. Come on. Could buy some equipment off somebody, but I thought I said cancel. There we go. I don't think I need anything from anybody. Nah. We're doing good. I will start letting these dockyards get built and finish out what little's been started on our infrastructure. But the fading sun, so they're Japan will ask for peace in 81 days. Then we can always rebuild, re-gear up. Go to war with like Siam. Puppet Siam. I asked Germany, Asia, if they wanted to join the faction. I guess they can't. You're in a faction. I don't think you're part of my territories I need anyway. Nope. So 69 more days. Oops. Oh, I think they were attacking Shanghai right there. They are getting absolutely shredded right now. 60 more days. Try to get our war support up a little bit. Keep my political power up because I know I'm going to need all the... Ooh, that's perfect. Now we've got a lot more civilian factories. Some more military factories. Let's keep putting them on planes. Rubber. Don't need as much steel now, thank you. 40 more days. 10 million manpower. How many units can I have now? 130. Eh, it's not too bad. Enemy planes. Hunan. See how many planes have you knocked out? Yeah. Thirty more days. Commune. Yeah, I don't think the Japanese can even mount offensive right now. You'd think with the amount of planes that they have, they'd be able to keep from getting bombed so badly. but maybe not. More days, construction-wise. Keep building me those factories, some stockyards. And then it said Hunan had done there, so let me recall you from Hunan. Put you up there, because we just need compliance growth now. We're gaining that slowly. Five more days. It's the basic torpedo. Japan asked for peace. Get rid of that. Having been utterly vanquished in battlefields across the Asian continent by victorious armies, the Japanese have retreated from their bases in Manchuria and Korea, with little hopes of challenging our regained supremacy on land. Diminishing public opinion and fears of a worsening disaster has forced Tokyo to the negotiating tables, but not without playing one final card left in their hand: the Imperial Japanese Navy. Setting the threat of continued Japanese blockades and the need for both powers to be strong enough to resist Western imperialism, the terms they have offered have mostly been generous, though frankly just a recognition of the status quo. Our ownership over continental Chinese territories will be recognized and all leases returned. Korea will be relinquished. We will withdraw from any other occupied members of the Co-Prosperity Sphere. A non-aggression pact will be signed, and Japan will refrain from further meddling in Chinese affairs. Notably missing, however, is the island of Taiwan, which the Japanese fully intend to keep. Given our present inability to challenge Japanese dominance of the sea and the various other issues our government faces, the prudent actions might be to sign this agreement. Japanese blockades of the coastline are no easy task on their end, but will disrupt our trade and economic stability to a crippling degree. However, Taiwan is seen as an integral Chinese territory, ignominious, stripped from us after our defeat in the First Sino-Japanese War. A total victory might take years, but could it be worth it to ensure Chinese unification? We don't have war goal to get it anyway. Let them keep their pathetic home islands. Or they refuse. Well, let's build up. Let's allow ourselves some time for peace. Get this research done for our Chinese Navy. And then maybe the Russians will keep fighting them, you never know. But for right now, I want to consolidate China. Let them compete. Wanzai. The end of the Second Sino-Japanese War. There could be a third. The War of 1894 to 1895 had been a humiliating defeat for our own nation. Now the Japanese aggressors have finally been driven out, and we have finally avenged our fallen brothers in the First Sino-Japanese War. No more we shall allow foreign imperialist powers to meddle in the affairs of our proud nation. No more China shall be subjugated, for we will be the masters of our own destiny. Enter truce till 1946. Most of these territories. Well, we have control over most anyway. Smith demands. And I guess we can't. Shanghai too. I think that's it. We can't take Korea, so from an exit. Which I thought they said they lost their control for Korea, but whatever. With that, We can reunify China, integrate all the arsenals, build all these. First of all, let's reunify China. Declare the reunification of China. Click on that. We declare a permanent capital. We'll have a bunch of stuff pop up. Okay. With that, we have a non-aggression pact, so can't do that. Do we get claims on them now? No. Ain't too worried about that. Yeah, the land reform. I'll do that later. Press the return of Portuguese concessions. The end of the Chinese United Front. Now that the enemy invasion has come to a close, it appears there's little need for the Chinese United Front. Already the various warlords have been refusing central government commands and distancing some from the Kuomintang. It seems that things will go back to the way they were as various factions press their claims for national leadership. Still, we demonstrated in the last war that we can lead China, that we can protect it from enemy invasion, and disunity is now inherent but an illness caused by regionalistic selfishness. May the people remember us and our accomplishments across the nation, and we will soon unite them with them once more. Increase, that should 50 days, that should annex them. Portugal wants compensations. 75 political power. We're only a matter of years away, so Paulo de Londa would have dismissed our demands out of hand, and Portuguese delegates have agreed to their hand concessions over in principle, but one condition, compensation. The notion that we should have compensate foreigners for land seized under duress is, of course, absurd. However, this could be a relatively easy way to avoid a costly war, as well as any risk of disgrace at home where our forces suffer defeat. Yeah, we'll just pay for it. Thank you. Now get the F out. Demobilize. Join the Moscow Accord. No. Integrate those. We'll have to. Now it's just gain political power. Airframes. Stop that because we want a lot of political power. So 3 a day is pretty good. Insufficient resources, that's fine. Trucks, Chinese transport industry, planes, Chinese aviation. Let's do that. Oh, pause. Alright, so we've got the White Sun over China. Expand the military academy and expand the Republican dockyards. The White Sun over China will help with our economy. Because when we reunified, we've got abysmal national legitimacy, political power gain -5%, -25% stability, -30% war support, daily compliance gain -0.02%, national economic chaos, consumer goods factor 60%, construction speed -20%, production efficiency cap -10%, factory output -20%. And the National Disbandment Conference, Army Experience Gain -10%, Division Organization -20%, Division Attack and Defense -20%. So we got a lot of negative modifiers here. So, but we have reunified China. We are now the Republic of China, with the White Sun about to be over. And we can always drop down from war economy. We'll lose 5% stability. Oh no, if we don't. If we do, we gain 75 political power. Yeah, it's alright. We'll just do it. Get that political power. Integrate Guangzhou. Oh yeah, we want that. We want that. And I also want to research when I'm able to next synthetic refineries, because we're going to build a lot of those. You're just building planes. You're not building planes. Okay. My whole navy consists of 3 light cruisers and 2 destroyers with nothing, so. You guys assisted a kill in a Qing destroyer and then a Russian submarine. I don't think the Dominion of India is stupid enough to go to war with us. Organic Law of the Republic. There's so much stuff to do. Start to... we won't integrate yet. National Land Reform. Get all those. Uses most of my civilian factories, which is fine. Special Projects 24. Traded goods. It's rubber and aluminum. Hold off on anything right now. Our efforts to integrate Guangzhou provincial administration on their own has been a complete success. Their people are now content and understanding of our rule, with favorable reports rather weekly from our appointed magistrates. Furthermore, we hear that their society is now embracing the culture of the capital region, and that their schools use dialect in all use our dialect in all form of dialogue. We don't need to worry about this, as their local media no longer broadcasts with their provincial dialects, and their army is now fully integrated into ours. One step closer to unification. No, we just straight out annex them, and we get their generals. Perfect. Take your entire military. That's actually not a bad military at all. So I'll give you credit for that, and we'll disband it. Because I want the equipment. And then my own, we will actually be switching over. I don't even care if these are actually good. Edit. Remove. Infantry. And artillery. We'll add support, anti-air, and support anti-tank. Save. Should see a whole lot of artillery go away. Anti-tank, anti-air. We'll get 24 more, or not 24, we need what? 13 of you. And with my Marines, we'll get something like that. Wait for anything else. How many Marines can I have? 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8. Alright. Coal mine, some additional steel, which I'm not really worried about steel right now. Declare the permanent capital. Beijing, Nanjing, Wuhan, staying in Kunming. It's been our capital, but the historic capital is in Beijing. Guangzhou, no. Wuhan, probably not. we'll just take over. With the unification of China, it's finally time to set the permanent seat of the new central government. Beijing would be the natural choice, an ancient city that has been capital of Chinese governments consistently for the past century under the Yuan. A strong contender, it would represent a natural stability transition from old. This, however, will work against this, being strongly associated with the monarchy and the failed Beiyang government. To a lesser extent, it emphasizes a certain northern political dominance in national politics. Nanjing is another potential choice, sitting closer to the center of China between the Yangtze and Yellow Rivers. Nanjing was the capital of the Ming Dynasty, the provisional capital of the First Republic for Yuan Shikai's usurpation, and has significantly valued among nationalists and Republicans. Similarly, Wuhan, located further inland, was the site of the Wuchang uprising, the epicenter of the Xingyai Revolution that first toppled the Qing government or Qing monarchy. Its symbolism has made it a popular choice for revolutionaries who seek a firm break from the old order. Guangzhou, a controversial choice, has been thrown into the mix, the economic center of the South and a major port city. It's been a traditional hotbed for Republican revolutionary movements. Both the Kuomintang and the Federalist movement trace their roots here, and many of their leading officers grew up or were trained in the city since the start of the constitutional protection movement. Other cities have been considered, however, as discussions draw to a close, it seems the list has quickly narrowed. Any further deliberation, Chinese authorities settled on probably the Nanjing. Right there. And let's see. Working on those. Not worried about that. Alright, well, with that, with the Republic of China secured, and us starting up our hopeful root out some more resistance in this region. With our hopeful reunification policies underway, we'll get all of this done, and then we will hopefully be done here. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.